Hey everybody! Normally I talk about my Patreon here, but all I want to do is get the votes in for the top 10 customs of 2019. So the link for that is in the description below. Just go there and vote for your favorite custom. It'll only take you a moment, and then I can get to actually having a definitive top 10 so that I'll be able to make that video for you all. So, just do it. Go down to the link below, just click a bubble, and then that's it. You're done. So please do that, because, there's like 15,000 of you guys. Hello out there, this is Wake Angel 2001 coming at you with a commission for a commissioner I know only as Lucas. And it is Lucas, from Mother 3, although the appearance is clearly based off of his appearance in Super Smash Bros. So, the base figure for Lucas would be the World of Nintendo Villager figure, because he has a similar physique. And I'm actually pretty surprised that there isn't a Lucas figure in the World of Nintendo line, because Lucas has a pretty simple character design when you think about it. And it's so similar to the villagers, they could almost recycle the buck. But, I don't know, it seems that the World Nintendo line is quickly just becoming a Mario and sometimes Zelda line, because it seems that they really aren't making as many characters as they used to for it, which is kind of a shame. I'd really like to see more Smash Brothers characters get, figures that can stand next to each other on a display shelf. I mean, that was like the best part of the line, wasn't it? Like this video if you agree with that sentiment. One thing I didn't like about the villager figure was that the arms pretty much just stuck straight out. He had pinned his shoulders, but they didn't really have any capability of going down to his body. I tried to remedy this by cutting away some material from the armpit, and as you can see, I was able to get a slightly lower angle, but this is about as far as I could go before I started to compromise the sculpt of the sleeves. Up here with the arm raised, you can see how deep a wedge I had to cut in to do this. It's kind of disappointing that they couldn't find a way to make the arms go a little bit lower. Also, his shirt says Nintendo 1889. Nintendo is a company that is now in its 131st year. It is a 130 plus year old institution. It's a thing that's been around spanning 3 centuries, if you think about it. All the 20th century and a little bit of the 19th and 21st. So, yeah, that's... I honestly cannot think of that many companies that have existed for as long as Nintendo. I mean, I guess Levi's, because Levi was also established in the 1800s. But, it's a pretty short list. But I digress. The figure's torso is made out of a hard plastic that doesn't soften, so that means I couldn't take out the hips or the shoulders. So that made it a little bit challenging to sculpt on the pants because, there isn't much of a thigh gap in there. But I guess that kind of works out because if I had tried to sculpt the legs on after removing them, I might have made the pants too big and then they wouldn't want to go back in, which would have been an even bigger headache. I also sculpted the feet just a little bit bigger. You'll appreciate that later on when it's all painted. I did cut off the generic spherical hands and put on some proper hands. I do not know what figure these came from. They are part of a fodder bin that was sent to me by another customer to customize, but they were spare parts that I'm not going to be using for his project, so they could work for this one. And, the major sculpting pretty much all goes here, the head. So, he has the big old Lucas hair with that giant cowlick, and I did use my, my wire brush sculpting tool, is what I'm going to call it, to make the physical textured hair appearance. Of course, Lucas isn't a platinum blonde, he's just a regular blonde, so once all of this had a chance to harden, I completely repainted him with his, I guess Muppet Babies version of Tintin has been thrown out there, and yeah, that's kind of what he is. I mean, he's almost a pop vinyl, but his eyes are oval instead of circular. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Tintin. Although, I guess some people in the audience would like to go with Lemillion from My Hero Academia, but I think that Lemillion just looks like Tintin, so, there we go. A lot of characters look like Tintin. I guess, ginger kids with a cowlick is just a thing.
Man, this audio quality is kind of crappy. I really need to get a new microphone. I think it has something to do with the frayed wiring on this one. But anyway, here is the completed Lucas figure with his little blue shorts and his shoes. The figure maintains all the basic posability that the Villager had, which is a pin-disked head, pin-disc shoulders, elbows, and hips, along with swivel knees. Not super articulated, but you could get him waving his arms around and in a mid-step or running, which works for Lucas. That's Lucas, all right. Lucas isn't a very complicated character design, and the reason I didn't make this toy a long time ago is just because it had such a huge queue in front of it. But that queue is almost done now. There's only a few figures left, and once that queue is done, I'll finally be able to reopen commissions. Let's see if I can manage to do that by February. Fingers crossed, guys. And remember, follow the link in the description below and vote for your favorite custom of 2019. This is Wake Angel 2001, signing off.